downstairs again, so the lighting's gonna be a little bad. It's pretty dark in here. The ceiling fan, my light burnt out in, so haven't had time today. Well, wait a minute, I take it back. I had time today, but today I was lazy. I did pretty much nothing. I took a shower, played with the dogs, played with Adrian. That's about it. Those are actually, to me, some of the best Sundays, I think, because you can just sit around, do whatever you want, play with the kids, play with the dogs, and it's just really good family time to me. I'm trying to, like I've said before in my vlogs, I'm trying to live in the now instead of thinking about what's coming up. It's like right now, in 45 minutes, a webcomic that I read, they release every Monday, well, like at midnight on Sunday night, so first thing Monday. And I always stay up till midnight on Sunday nights and I read it. And I'm trying to make it to where I'm not checking my watch. Oh, it's 11:15, 11:16, 11:17. I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to be like, all right, at midnight I'll check it. And I've gotten to the point where I'm getting better, to where I'm just not like looking forward to, man, I just can't wait till blah. I'm like, when you're working, it's like, I can't wait for the weekend to get here. I'm trying not to do that because because to me, thought I saw some movie over here. To me, it's like you're wishing your life away. And I've done it. I've done that many times. Like, man, I can't wait till I'm going on vacation. Man, I can't wait till I'm out of school. Man, I can't wait till I get a job. Man, I can't wait for this. But what you're really doing is you kind of like if you're working, you kind of want to just like, oh, it's Tuesday. I want to fast forward till Friday when I get off work. Well, you spend a lot of time at work, but you're at home. And you get to spend time with your family and the dogs. And my dogs, I consider part of my family. I treat them like my kids. And I forgot where I was going with this. So I think just Sundays. That's on Sundays, I'm trying to make that a family day. Like every once a month or twice a month, sometimes WWE holds a pay-per-view. I watch that, but that's at it starts like 7:00, and pretty close to when Adrian goes to bed. And Adrian, he likes to watch those with me. So I try not to let him watch a lot of TV. I want to play with him. I want to play with the dogs, just do stuff like that. Now that it's wintertime, it's a bit harder to do that because you can't take them outside and let them run in the backyard. And you can be out there with them. Now it's kind of like, man, it's cold. Here, y'all go out there and I'll stay in here. There's Thor. I think he wants to go outside. If we hear him move the blinds, we know that's what it is. So yeah, that's kind of my philosophy right now. Trying to live in the now, be more attentive to what I have now, and enjoying what I have. And I don't mean the stuff. I don't mean that. I mean the people I'm with, my wife, my son, my 2 dogs. Trying to enjoy it because soon my dogs will pass away. My son will move out and go to college. And it's one of those things, it's like, if you constantly wish for the weekend, then you have 2 days, and then you're like, I want these other 5 to go away. I mean, that's really shortening your life, kind of. It's like, man, I hate this. I hate Mondays. I hate to. I'm trying. I'm not saying I'm succeeding, because I'm trying to make it to where it's like, it's Monday. Okay, I'm going to work. I'm providing for my family. I'm doing these things. like the whole analogy is like work so I can live. I don't live to work. And there's some people that they will admit their work is their life. I'm not one of them. I like my job. I like the people I work with. If I didn't have to work, like if I had won the lottery or something, I'd spend a lot more time at home with my kids. That's my 2 dogs and my son. That's what I mean. And Thor is sitting here below me, staring at me, looking really cute. Ain't that right, buddy? Oh, Thor, up. You come up here with me? He's like, nope, I want to lay right here. But, so yeah, pretty much I think I got up at around 8 a.m. today. And it's like, don't want to cook breakfast. No, I'll make a bowl of cereal. So yeah, pretty much dinner and lunch and everything was pretty basic today. Because we were just like, yeah, me and my wife was kind of the same mode. She was kind of like, I want to do a lazy Sunday. So pretty much that's what we did. We don't have TV. Like, well, okay, wait. Let me rephrase that. We have, like I said, I bought a big new TV. But we don't have like Dish Network or DirecTV or cable or anything like that. We get things like Netflix and stuff like that. So we can watch it whenever we want. We don't have to be like, oh man, it's Tuesday night. Or actually, I started to say it's Friday night. I need to watch Married with Children because that's one of the shows I always watched every Friday night. And I did that, I mean, for years and years and years. That's like one of the shows I always watched. I loved it. I still love Married with Children. It's one of my favorite shows. But I lost my train of thought there. I just love it. I just seem to be doing that a lot more and more. At least I'm not yawning my head off this time. But, so when we, like with TV on Sundays, we can go, we don't have to go, I don't watch sports, so I'm not sure if it's Sunday Night Football or Monday Night Football or whenever football's on. It's not like, all right, my game's on, I gotta watch my game. And like, don't get me wrong, there are the pay-per-views, like I said before, but those are once a month, and it's something my son watches with me. Actually, my wife, she's kind of into it too. So it's like we always stay in the same room generally. Like she might be on her iPad or reading a book, and I'll be doing like maybe playing a game or something. But when I have that on, like Adrian, sometimes he'll just lay on my chest and he'll be laying here and watching the TV, and I'll be watching it, and she'll be like, "Is that Natalia?" And I'm like, "That's one of the female wrestlers." And I'm like, "Yeah, it is." And or she'll be like, "Wow, he looks different," or what happened to so, like, she knows the storylines. She knows the entrance music. So like when like Bray Wyatt, he's this guy with the big beard, long hair, and everything. He's like a what's it? Louise, like he was from the Bayou or something, like some weird cult leader. And when the music starts playing, my wife's like, "Oh no!" I think my wife's getting up upstairs. Hopefully, I'm not talking too loud and waking her up. But so yeah, that's but so we don't, like on Sundays or Saturdays, whatever day we want to do it. We can just sit around and do whatever and like we don't have anything trying to pull us away from like just the family time. So that makes that a lot easier about living in the now. So that part of it does. But Adrian, he's get a little bit older, he wants to play on the iPad and watch TV and stuff. And not letting him is getting harder and harder because like what we do is we hide the iPad. Well, it's not really hidden very well. It's like we'll put it like on beside the couch or something, and if he sees it, he'll pick it and he'll just take it to us and go truck because he wants to watch a truck video or something like that. Found out he loves skateboarding videos. It's unusual, but he loves skateboarding videos. So, if he gets really upset, like I can generally turn something like that on, and it'll calm him down really quickly, and I can just like, or it's just like on YouTube, it's a 3-minute video. It's like, okay, I don't feel too bad for letting him watch a 3-minute video, but I'll try to do that on the TV so I can kind of turn the TV on something I know he doesn't like, so he'll ignore it, and then I can just turn the TV off. Because if I turn the TV off after I show it to him, he'll get mad at me. For a second, I thought my camera had stopped. So yeah, it's the joys of parenting. So yeah, even if you don't have kids, you're living at home, if you're in high school or anything, don't say, man, well, take it back. I hated high school. I did. I kind of mean this and I kind of don't when I say this. It's kind of a weird saying. I say, I feel sorry for the people whose life ended at high school. And what I mean by that is that it's the type of person when you see them, all they talk about was high school. It's like, man, I was a great, and like it's always about how great they were in sports or how school or something, and they never talk about now. And it's it's like the Al Bundy syndrome or something you can call it. Like he scored 3 touchdowns and won a game. I scored 3 touchdowns in one game. That was like his biggest accomplishment. And I've never wanted to be, even when I was really young, I was like, I don't want that to be me. And when you get out of high school, especially when you get out of college, if you go to college, to me, that's really when life begins. Some people, they are the opposite. They're like, man, I got to do all this stuff in high school because there's no responsibilities and parents paying for everything. But to me, it's kind of the opposite. I didn't like high school. College, I met my wife and everything, and I met a lot of people I really enjoyed hanging out with. But still yet, it's like you're paying all this money, going to school, and yeah, it's really cool because you're finding out who you really are at that time. But still yet, I even didn't know. I wish, like, man, I can't wait to get out of high school. I can't wait to get out of college. And you're really wishing your life away. So I'm trying my best now to be like, now, this is where I want to be. If I'm at work, I'm doing something really boring, I can't stand it, it's putting me to sleep, that's where I want to be. I want to experience what I'm doing. I don't want to zone out in my head and go, I'm trying not to do that. And I understand people are like, oh, but you play video games, that's a form of escapism. Well, yes and no. I play video games as a form of entertainment, and I'm trying, like, I have so many video games I've never played, and what it is because I'm like, what's more important right now? Is it me hanging out with my son, or is it me playing a video game? Let's hang out with my son. My son's asleep right now. One of my dogs is asleep, and one of them's sitting here at my feet. I'm recording a video. So because right now the priorities aren't, I don't have anything grasping for my time. My wife's in bed asleep, so it's one of those things to where I think of what's really most important, and I try to do that. And I try to be there with it. I don't want to think about, man, this movie that came out, I really want to see that. Man, the trailer was really good. Or like with Magic the Gathering, I used to play a lot. I would constantly be thinking about decks in my head. Like I'd be talking to somebody in my head, but I'm not really paying attention to them. I'm in my head. I'm thinking about some Magic combo or some situation in the game. How could I have played that better? And at that, I'm not being in the moment. Sorry, I think I'm get. It is something that's because now I've gotten older. This is something that's become more and more important to me. And I know I've talked about this before on my vlog. And if you're kind of like, oh, not this again, sorry about it. But to me, it's really important, and it's something I'm working on right now, and it's something I'm trying to focus on, and maybe. And I'm not saying anybody else has the same issue that about wishing for the future, but I hope everybody is happy with who they are and living in the now and all that great new age whatever stuff. But hope I've described the way my philosophy is on this right now. But if not, you can leave me a comment or something and say, what in the world are you talking about? And I'll try to explain it better, or say, just stop. We're tired of this. You've talked about it too much. And I'll probably be like, okay. And I'll go a few videos without talking about it, then I'll just bring it back up again. But hope you had a good weekend. Have a safe week. Talk to you tomorrow.